Welcome back to the final guide in this series of the Ancient Dungeon VR guides. This guide, I'll seek to guide you through the final floor of the dungeon, the Beast Cradle. The Beast Cradle is a different floor compared to the other floors in the Ancient Dungeon, as instead of seeing a variety of enemies, your fight now lies with one enemy in the Beast. The Beast has multiple phases, and each phase will be addressed individually. We will start with the first phase. Once you enter from the starting room, you will hit a drop down after a short corridor. Once you take this drop down, you will enter into the main boss fight area. Once you progress about midway through the area, the boss will reveal itself, showing that it is a large center head with 4 eyes attached to tendrils. In the first phase, these eyes are the only thing that are vulnerable and also the only part that will attack you from the beast itself. After a short period of time, the beast will retreat into a place that is difficult to hit and shoot X's from the ground that can deal damage. Be patient, dodge the projectiles, and try not to take too much damage in this first phase. Once all eyes have been felled, the boss will reset, and you will progress to the second stage. After you have defeated all of the eyes of the boss in the first phase, you will then be teleported into a side room for the beginning of the second phase. This side room leads back into the main room, but through a trap room filled with Cradle skulls. Cradle skulls function very similarly to possessed skulls in the Luminous Mines and can be taken slowly and with melee attacks. Being sure to use good food and health restoration management on your first run is key to making it through these rooms. A special consideration is that in the first Cradle Skull room, going into the second phase, you will be ambushed by multiple skulls off of the initial dropdown. If you plan to take damage at any point during this boss fight, it should be this part, as it is maybe the hardest part to avoid taking damage. After making it out of the first Cradle room, you will need to find your way to the edge of the void to get the second phase of the boss fight to begin. The second phase of the boss fight consists of the beast moving around and using either a standard spread of projectiles or a breath attack in an attempt to hit the player. The beast's movement actually allows for it to be struck with a melee weapon, but I would urge caution in getting too close, as contact with the beast will deal damage. Staying diagonal to the beast's head and attacking that way is the preferred way to go about killing the beast in its second phase. After this, you will be presented with a second Cradle Skull room. This room's wall setup allows you to address the Cradle Skulls individually. Progressing through slowly will allow you to interact with the skulls one at a time and have a very low chance of taking damage, assuming you can react to their alert sounds in time. After this, it brings you back into the center room for the third and final phase. This time, the beast will teleport at random areas and will spawn and charge directly at you. Unlike prior phases, a melee attack is enough to cause the beast to teleport away and keep it from hitting you. Rinse and repeat a melee strike to repel the beast, and you will find yourself victorious. You can combine this attack with a throwing knife, double the damage, and make the fight go faster. And with that, you've reached the exit of the Ancient Dungeon and completed your run. And with that, I hope these guides have been helpful, and if you've liked them, please subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it always makes my day. And with that, thank you so much.